It's Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with 18-0, 12 knockouts. Frank the Ghost Martin, who returns against Gervonta Tank Davis live at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas. The main event on June 15th on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. Sounds good, right? It sounds great hearing that all, right? First off, great seeing you again. I'm just gonna jump right into it. You know,
Let's get it.
Fight Hype was there at the infamous Gervonta and you, infamous sparring at the Mayweather gym about 3 years ago. So we already know it's pay-per-view worthy, right? We're not gonna get into the details.
Hmm.
We already know. But at that time, did you kind of feel like during that sparring, like I'm gonna have to fight this dude? Like this is gonna be a pro fight. Like this is really gonna happen.
Yeah, I felt like it would have happened eventually. But then I got to being like, nah, I don't think they'll fight me. I don't know. I don't know. So them accepting the fight was a surprise to me, but we here now.
You mentioned, you got some power, not Pablo power, shout out to Pablo. But you've seen bigger punches before. So, but what advantage do you get from just already knowing a little bit from that experience of just like sparring with someone and then fighting?
I just feel like I feel like both of us are different fighters than we was then. I just feel like he's grown as a fighter. I've grown as a fighter. So I just feel like that sparring was really like it was just tough sparring, it was just us in there fighting, it wasn't slick, strategic. It wasn't like that. It wasn't that type of session. It was like we was in there fighting hard. But I feel like now we both two different fighters. So uh it's gonna be different.
Would you say from like the experience from 3 years, just who you were as a professional to now, like, do you feel like you became more patient? Do you feel like your footwork's better? Like, what do you feel that from,
Everything.
yeah?
Everything, like I'm fighting off of understanding. Like I ain't just fighting off of pure athleticism. I know what I'm doing when I'm in there now. Like,
Mhm.
I got defense and everything, like it was times where I was fighting off of just pure athleticism with no understanding of like real defense and stuff like that. So now, I understand the game a lot, like a lot more than what I did then.
If you can maybe do a percentage on like your athleticism, let's say like was at, I don't know, 100 then, and your boxing
No,
IQ.
athletic wise, I've always been athletic, like athletic wise, high, super high. But it was just IQ. Boxing
Yeah.
IQ wasn't all the way there. It wasn't there. It was just me just fighting off athleticism and being strong, being quick, being instinctive. Now, like I got it all. It's a mix of everything. Like a high IQ, which they don't think I got. A real high IQ on top of that athleticism that I got now. So it's different. It's different from being in the ring and just doing stuff and like you just doing stuff, and you able to get away with certain things because you just naturally athletic. Now I'm all of that. Natural athletic and got good IQ.
At that press conference, which was pretty fire, you and Gervonta mentioned by the end of that day throughout interviews that, you both said it would end by a knockout. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean if it presented so, yeah, like Tank can be knocked out. Like he ain't exempt from getting knocked out. So if he get in there and act up, he gonna run into something. Or I might go get him. It depends.
Hmm.
It depends on how I'm feeling.
Do you feel, that because you can box, right? You showed discipline of being able to move and maneuver versus going after a fighter. But when you feel like you need to go after someone like, Arthur or even your previous fights, you show that you can carry your power and you can be the aggressor. Is that what we might see a mixed bag maybe in the Tank fight? Or?
Come fight night when that bell ring, everybody gonna see what time it is as soon as that bell ring.
He stated that you kind of took the fight too soon. Do you feel like that's just him just
Hmm.
playing mind games with
That's what
you?
he want. That's what they want to say. They said the Rivera fight was too soon. That's what they want me to think. They want me to think this out of my league. This too soon for me. Ain't nothing too soon for me. I'm different. Like can't nothing they say about me to me make me think differently of who I am and what I'm finna do.